a 15-minute sprint, something is better than nothing. I hope I can get a chapter or two in of editing. Let's see for my novel DH. Hello. So I'm reading, I read chapter 19 of my book today. It's my novel DH. And the next chapter is chapter 20, and it's about family. And I think just chapter 19 was called Love, and chapter 20 is called Family. And just the connection, and just because both chapters are so powerful, I'm just amazed at how well that flowed together. And so, yeah, I'm enjoying my book right now. And so I think that's a good sign. The one thing I struggled with yesterday is trying to figure out how to show the difference between my character talking and my character's writing, and then my other character's writing. Because, so it's regular text throughout the story. But then when one of my characters has a poem, it's italicized. And then my other character is a writer but writes stories. And I thought it would be confusing to have them both be, I thought it would be fine for them both to be in italics. But then my editor said that just the poem should be in italics. And so now I'm like, so what should I do for my other character that makes stories? Because at first I was thinking italics and bold, but then I'm like, when in a printed book, that just looks weird, and that's not as natural. So I don't know what to do for my character that writes stories. I don't know if I should change the font, or yeah, I don't know, because bold would definitely look weird, so I probably should change the font. That probably would make the most sense. And then my other character, when reading his poems, they can just stay italicized. But then I guess the question could be, should the poem be in a different font versus the story? Dun, dun, dun. That's why I need beta readers or just some more input. So I just joined and met a critique group yesterday. So that was cool. So I think they'll definitely be helpful to give me feedback, but we just started out, so we're still figuring out how often we're gonna meet, and how we're gonna break up how much time each person has to share their creative piece. So yeah. But yeah, if you would like to be a beta reader for my novel DH, the link is below. I would appreciate the help. I do provide a little bit more description in the form, and then you just have to answer some questions. And then I could send over my novel in 3 parts just to get your feedback and answer some questions along the way. I would greatly appreciate it, but I understand if you don't have the time because schedules and life can be hard, and balancing it all. So yeah, but if you would like to read my novel, I'd definitely be grateful. And there are videos. I have made videos about what my novel is about, or just fixing the first line of it and stuff, so you can find out little informations about my novel on my channel. And this video is just me trying to talk more about my book and also my process, and just so I'm sharing more about it. So yeah, but yeah, I'm really excited of the flow of my book right now, but I just do need that feedback to make sure it is still it is as strong as a book as I think it is, because of course I'm in my head so much, or I did take a break from reading this, so this is me just getting back into it and just trying to finish it up in order for new eyes to read it. But yeah, I don't even know what I was saying. But yeah, it'll just be helpful to get more eyes on it, because while I am enjoying it and that is great, there could be things I miss, or there still could be plot holes that I'm not aware of, because I technically know a lot. Because I don't want to say I know everything, because there are scenes that I feel like I could be suggested to write, and I'm like, oh, I didn't write it because I wanted to avoid it, because I know I don't necessarily know how that scene is supposed to play out. And so yeah, I do know a lot about my book and about my characters, but I still do not know everything. And for me, that's okay, but sometimes it's just me avoiding things I should be writing or scenes I should be adding. So if someone could tell me that feedback, that would be helpful for me, because then I'll be like, yes, I gotta do it anyway, even though I don't, or even though it's not, maybe it's not even that I don't want to, I just know it's gonna be hard. And so that's why I avoid it and see, can I get away without adding it? But maybe I can't get away with it. Because fun fact about, so I can tell you the names of my characters. One of my characters is named Harvey. One of my characters is named Lasher. And fun fact, I, in earlier drafts, did not want to write from Lasher's point of view, because I knew it would be hard, and I knew I would have to figure out a lot about his emotional state, about his mindset, and about just his journey and how he not only perceives his family but also the world. And so when I got feedback from I want to say it was Kelly Ty, because Kelly Ty, fun fact, has read an earlier draft of my story, and she gave great feedback. But it honestly could have been someone else also that has read my book, because I've had an old high school advisor read my book. So it could have been one of them that suggested I explore Lasher's point of view, but in the back of my mind, I always felt like I needed to. I just knew it would be a lot of work. But here we are today. I did the work, and he's a very powerful character, and also just like you want to hug him. You want to just let him know. You don't want to like say like everything's gonna be okay, because of course it's like that's like hard to hear sometimes, or annoying to hear, because it isn't necessarily always true. But you just want Lasher to know like, oh, someone wants to be there for you, or like someone cares about you. And so like he's that, like he needs that support, and he just needs that to know that. So yeah, no, I like how I wrote my characters, but I wonder, are there places I could explore more? So yeah, that's just a little update. I hope your writing process or whatever you're working on is going well. And I'll either be sharing more in this video, or I'll end it here. Chapter 22 is a turning point for one of my characters, and that's all I'm gonna say. It's a turning point. So if I ended here, I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and don't forget, just write your story, and take care.